Mute yourself. Mute yourself.
Take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get prepared for a ride. Buckle your seatbelts, and here we go.
Woo woo. Man, Sean, I don't know. I'm telling you, you could have just left the fan on. No problem. I'm sweating my ass off right now.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Cool. Happy Monday, freaking August 7th. I feel like I want to say January 7th, but it's freaking August 7th. But here we are. Yeah. My on-call is done, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, Japan's good.
Japan was all safe. Good.
Yeah, Japan's safe. Like, I put them to bed last night, and I was like, "You're good." And it's funny.
Godzilla didn't make an appearance. You're lucky.
No, I took care of him.
Okay, good.
But
shut that system down.
Yeah. I passed the baton to the next guy, and the next guy was like, "Why'd you leave me with so much crap?" And I was like, "Are you serious? Are you freaking serious?" I was went off on him. I was like, "Man, you don't even know what all."
It's like spotless.
Yeah, everything was good, but yeah, man, it's been a rough week last week. So I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. I think, hopefully. But John, how about you, man? How was your day? How's your weekend?
It was good. It was a holiday over here. It was good. Long weekend. It's hot too here. I don't know what's going on with this weather, but I just spent some time with the family, went out, and yeah, we're here relaxing, talking some statues.
What's hot? 75?
No, here it gets 30 plus. It's hot. I don't know what that is converted for you guys, but it gets with the humidity.
Like 80, 90?
Yeah. So I start to type out, crank the AC. I keep the AC at 20.
It was the high later this week is supposed to be 107, and my truck read 105 today.
God damn.
So
You can bake some cookies on that dash.
you people they're throwing eggs on the floor just to watch it.
Where are you, in Texas?
Yeah, in San Antonio.
Damn, man.
That's why everyone's saying it's hot. So
No
yeah.
thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I had a quick question, John. What is going out for Canadians?
What do you mean?
He's like, you just said we went out for like, what'd you guys do?
Well, we just went out with the family, went to grab a coffee, got some lunch, and went to a couple shops.
Like the mall or something?
Almost like an outlet mall sort of thing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Look at some stuff for the house and the kids. That's it. Nothing too crazy.
Man, you didn't give me enough for a Canadian joke, but it's okay.
Of course not, because there's nothing to joke about with Canadians.
They're very serious.
Yeah. All right, John, you're going to leave it at that? Come on, man. You're better than that.
What do you want me to do?
I guess it's just Monday.
It's Monday. What do you want me, that's all I did. That's parenthood. No, fun gets evaporated. Been watching Toy Story like every day this week.
Like from 1 through 4? Or
No. Let's respect the license here.
thank
Let's
you for
respect.
that.
Just one?
Respect the IP.
Just
1 and 2. After
and
that,
2.
we don't
That's
talk
fair.
about Toy Story. 1 and 2. 1 is my all-time favorite. But man, that brought back a lot of memories. That movie, damn. And my parents brought up I had a bin when I lived at home with my parents with my Toy Story stuff, Woody and Buzz. Oh boy.
My mom threw all that away. So
Like, still pristine. Boom. So I'm gonna put it up in my son's room. And you know that scene when he's has the rocket on his back. Buzz has the rocket on his back. That last scene with the moving truck. They're flying in the air. I'm gonna try to suspend Buzz and Woody that way in the room.
Nice.
So we'll see. But brought back a lot of good memories.
I always wonder about having a kid, like making it their playroom and stuff like that, but then slowly convert it into everything I've always wanted.
You don't understand. That's what it is.
Nah, I have my cat. That's about it. So she, yeah. Cool, man. Sean, how about you, man? How's your day? How's your weekend?
The weekend was good. Just kind of ran around on Saturday, and then yesterday we took the kids to a trampoline park, to Chuck E. Cheese to go play games and stuff like that, and kind of made it at their day. And today just kind of chilled out. This is my last week before I go back to work, so trying to savor it and gonna be back on the grind.
That sounds horrible. This adulthood sounds horrible, or this parenthood
Yeah.
sounds horrible.
It's not just that; it's a teacherhood.
Yeah, teacherhood too. Yeah, going back to the kids.
This is the worst week for every teacher.
I bet. Yeah. I've always wanted to go to those trampoline parks, but I always feel like my knees are going to buckle or something's going to like give out.
I told my wife about 30 minutes in. I go, I need a break. I just felt something in my Achilles. My sister tore her Achilles once in her first her senior year varsity game, the first game, busted it right out the rest of the season. She gets picked up in A&M Corpus. This is after everything got fixed and stuff. And then she was in a practice. They were doing laps, and she busted her other one. So hopefully I'm not predisposed to it. But
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to risk it.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah. That sounds like a lot of yeah. But you guys, so I know this question gets brought up a lot. So just a quick heads up, Cece is doing a recording of DCX's Just Asking for a Friend right now. So she won't be here tonight. She's doing bigger and better things right now.
CC, how disappointing, CC.
I know, right? No kidding.
7 days in the week, CC. 7 days in the week. Yeah.
Could have picked any other day.
That
No kidding.
hours.
No, but I feel like this button gets asked a lot, but I wanted to change it up a little bit. So today's question is the restart button, yay or nay? But you press this restart button knowing everything you know. Would you do it all over again?
Life or collecting?
Collecting.
Okay.
God damn it. I'll go
Nah.
first. I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for me, it's always like I've been thinking about it all day today, right? So I was saying that, yeah, of course I press the restart button. I'd be like, I wouldn't collect this line. I'd stop it here. I wouldn't just limit it to this room. I'd probably add it to a different, whole different room. Know all about the buy sell trade groups, and then start streaming a lot sooner than I did, and all that stuff, right? But then that led me to the whole question of like, I would have never met John. I would have never met Cash. I would have never met Sean. I would have never had the collection I have right now. It might have been like a lot bigger, probably. Like if I were to take the route I did, I was thinking about, but I would have never been here. So I would have been here on a Monday, August 7th, having this show with you guys. So I'd rather have this show with you guys than freaking have that what if life, But that's just me.
That's touching.
John's like, F you guys. I would do this. I would do that.
Do we only get to press the button once? No, I'm kidding.
What's up? The collector's table. That's Adam, right?
Adam, yeah. What's
Adam.
going on? Yeah.
What's up, Adam?
I wouldn't personally, no. Just because you grow as a collector, learning all that, and their experiences, their memories. I think it would be easier to hit the sell button than the restart button. Right? You can always sell and build the collection you want, sort of thing. But no, I think it's the whole learning experience, the whole learning trajectory adds to the collecting experience. So no, I wouldn't hit that restart button.
I think with what I've learned through collecting and just like the different avenues you could take, like 6 scale statues, 1/12, stuff like that. I don't think I would either. I honestly wouldn't have known what any of this stuff was if I wouldn't have worked at the comic book store when I did. I knew that I liked Gundam Wing, so I was doing the model kits. I knew I liked Yu-Gi-Oh, so I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh. But it was because I played Yu-Gi-Oh that I showed up at my local store, right? It's because of that local store I started going around the shop and looking at all the different stuff and the comics and the statues, things like that. And then, needing a summer job to make a little bit of extra cash, stuff like that, to keep up the collection, to help my family, even prior to kids and stuff. And once I worked there, I mean, it was like an explosion. The universe opened for me, like there's
got
all
exposed
these
to
different companies.
Yeah.
There's all these different ways of collecting, all these different thoughts and stuff. That I would not change. Would I like to go back through it and do it a little bit differently? Maybe. You know, I maybe wouldn't have spent so much money into Yu-Gi-Oh before going to comics, and maybe go straight to comics. You know, bite a little bit sooner than what I did, because I didn't bite until like 08ish, like when that first Iron Man movie came out. You know, I would maybe bought a little bit sooner than that. As far as collecting goes, I mean, I think that's something that goes through my mind a lot, is like hit and restart, get rid of everything, and just do something different. You know, and I throw it at my wife a couple of times too, just to be like, what if I sold everything and I did this for us, or I turned the media room into an actual media room, big theater, big screen, you know, we could actually
like,
sit in here and chill, because we have a couch right here where we like to, well, we'll watch shows and stuff, but other than that, it's more of my collecting room than it is an actual theater, media room, stuff like that. But it's harder than it looks, you know, especially like you have lots of items, John, you have lots of items, you know, statues, things like that, but I have a ton of pieces just in this one section of the room right here.
Yeah.
This shelf, the one behind it, and then the one behind that, and then all the comics that are on this wall and that wall and stuff, and then everything over here. So it'd be a long road of selling and slowly having to incorporate everything I wanted to do so I didn't miss out, you know?
Yeah, that's like why I hit the restart button when you come so far, right? Yeah.
And I
So
learned moderation.
yeah,
In a sense, like, you know, I now know I don't have to buy every wave of Legends. I wasn't a big DC guy, so, but like Legends, I was huge, and I was buying every wave, even X-Men stuff, and I wasn't that big into X-Men. So I learned, like, okay, I'm good with this. If there's a figure that comes out that I like, then I'll get it, but I don't have to buy the whole thing.
yeah, definitely.
Besides collecting reset, how about when it comes to YouTube? With everything you know
If
today.
I reset it and I don't know what I know now, or I do know what I know now.
You do.
I
know.
do.
You know everything you know now.
I might have, you know, I might have, because even before Zach from Collecting Weekly reached out to me, I was already in the mindset of, you know, I want my own podcast. You know, it may not have been on like figures and toys and comics and things like that, but it could have. I was kind of leaning towards like sports, or just kind of like a talk show kind of thing. But like you guys said, like, I'm glad I did it. You know, I met you guys. There's a ton of people that I would have never have met, and the community that is just so like they're so welcoming. You know, we get into that spot where we see the bad quite a bit now, but when things hit, you know, they're the first ones to come running and be like, hey, everything cool? Can we help? Things like that. You know?
Yeah. How about you, Steve?
I would like I said, I wouldn't, because like if I were to know everything I know now and go back to the beginning, I try to find you guys, but then like be a lot tougher, you know? Like you guys would probably already have your own like circle doing your own thing. I try, but then like I feel like my trajectory would go somewhere else.
Be
I
safe
definitely
out there,
try.
George.
Yeah, it's definitely. So really quick, so I was taking a shower before the show.
TMI.
No. So I was taking a shower right before the show. I'm looking out the window, and I'm surrounded by trees. My whole townhouse is surrounded by trees, right? There's a storm coming through the East Coast right now. Mm-hmm. This storm came hard through where I live at, where the trees literally went like that, like opened up. And I was like, I closed the window. I was like, if I close the window, the storm
That's
will
gonna
stop.
fix it, yeah.
And so then like I got everything out really quick, closed the freaking curtain. I was like, well, if the glass breaks, hit the curtain first. So then I got out the door. If I close the door, I was thinking about, so the number one cause of all deaths, or 90% of all deaths from a storm or for any type of crazy weather thing is glass hitting you. Like you, either people bleed out or like you get dismembered or whatever. So I just thought about that. Close the curtain, close the window, close the door. But my house is literally surrounded by glass, so it kind of sucks either way. But yeah, like good luck, George, man. We had a tornado watch here for like until a couple hours from now, but yeah, it's crazy. But going back to the YouTube question, it's tough, man. Like maybe like that's the biggest variable for me, not getting to know you guys. It's like I was watching I was watching a YouTube video on the movie The Flash, and the first thing that popped up in my head was like, what's the most horrible movie, and why is it The Flash? And that's all they were talking about, like how bad that movie was, the CGI. I still haven't watched it because of the
Same
reviews
here.
and all that stuff. But like, I wouldn't risk it. Like if I don't get to meet John, if I don't get to meet Cash, if I don't get to meet Sean.
But would you not get to meet us? Because you technically know. It's not like we would forget you,
No, you would, because like I would restart and you guys wouldn't know about me.
but you would know about us.
Yeah, it's like Spider-Man.
Yeah, but then you already know what we like to talk about, so it'd be easier to kind of introduce yourself.
You guys would sniff that. You guys would be like, "Oh, this guy knows too much. F this
This
guy."
guy's a rat. This guy's
Yeah.
a fucking rat.
Yeah, but I still think you would have reached out, and even if it was like different, maybe you had a plan, maybe you had this or that, I mean, I'd like to think about it like a fork, right? Like a fork in the road. Like you can restart and do exactly what you ever wanted to do and make it perfect, or there's the same path you're going on kind of thing, and that's hard. I mean, you're right. Like all of you guys and everybody you've met, all the opportunities that you've had since or before,
Yeah, definitely, man. John, did you answer that one? Would you do it?
Where's that button? Hold on.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'll get
John,
him
who's the collector?
Yeah, there you just press the button. No.
It's like Thanos. No, it's I treat it the same as the collecting, where we got to this point, where I got to this point. There's so much that I learned, and yeah, whereas there are some bumps along the way that I wish could have been avoided, for sure, of course, but it's a learning experience, and it's just good that it's caught early as opposed to much later. So again, to hit reset's just the easy thing to do. I think it builds you the kind of collector you are and the kind of streamer you are as well.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think I'd hit the reset. I'd probably tell a lot more people to F off, to be honest, but I don't
From the
think
very
I-
beginning. I
Yeah.
did it too. Yeah.
I would fucking just go. I'd be rampant.
They'd be like, "You're the new guy, though." I was like, "But I know. But
Yeah,
I know
trust
who
me.
you are."
I have the
I've
almanac.
been. Already.
I have the almanac.
I have been.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. Well, you guys, I wanted to do a giveaway today too. So, yeah.
I saw
Well,
those pins yesterday. I wanted one of those damn pins.
So
I
I'm gonna
can't
do.
it.
I have this other pin that I want to give away tomorrow, but today I want to do a pin. So this is the pin I want to give away. This is from a cool artist I know.
Ooh, Batman! You love to see that.
This is first edition, the first time he's ever done it, and many to come. So he only had, I think he had 50 of these, 50 or 75, one of those. So this will be the giveaway today. I have more giveaways for tomorrow and Thursday, but this will be the giveaway for today. And what do you guys want the hashtag to be? Put it in the private chat if you guys could.
Hashtag reset.
Reset.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Reset.
Yeah.
But change it up so that nobody gets it. Like add a number or something.
Yeah.
Sorry. I only got the private chat thing now. Sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. To enter giveaway, hashtag reset. Oh man. Would put it in the private chat. Put it in the private chat. I have
Okay, I have one. Okay, here.
You got one?
I'll put it.
This is a cool one too. I got two of these, and this one's pretty badass. Okay.
And it has to be spelt right.
I got it. I'm just gonna copy and paste it.
Yeah.
Everybody has to spell it right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely spell it right. So yeah, to win, and this will be at the end of the show. So to enter giveaway,
I'm gonna enter this one. It's Batman. I have to.
Anthony, that sounds like a presidential campaign slogan right there. Reset 2023.
Wow.
Wow.
All right, you guys. Look, everyone. That's funny. All right, here we go. So the banner is going to be to enter giveaway, comment and like the Great Reset. Oh, that's good. That was perfect.
I drew the line. There you go.
Okay. All right, I'll start starring these guys, and then we'll get you guys at the end of the show. But yeah, man. So that's what I had for today, the Great Reset, and then I wanted to talk about a great memory from a collectible. So like, is there? So I feel like everyone's first is a great memory. I would think. Like when I got this, my first collectible was the Juggernaut, and it was during COVID. But my whole thing was like, I'm not paying $400 for this thing, and here we are. That's my great memory from a collectible. There's a ton more, but I'll let you guys go.
How about you, Sean?
Oh, your vision, you misspelled it. You got to put a hashtag in there.
You know what? I have it. Give me 1 second. I want to show it though.
Oh, you actually have it? Awesome.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, go
let
for
me,
it.
Let me show you. Hang on 1 sec.
You got it.
I have a couple, but there was a Batman, DC Direct Batman. We're going all the way back years, man. We're in 2007, 2008, maybe. I was a teenager.
You see this? Look, Jose says, I was 13.
I was 13.
True
She
story.
was 21. That's amazing.
Sorry.
And it was in the window of my comic shop here. And that piece is what really drew me into the hobby. It was the Batman. Anyone who remembers DC Direct statue, almost like a sideshow premium format at the time. It was mixed media, and he was climbing the stairs to the Batcave kind of thing with a yellow stalagmites, and it was just in the center of the window, and that's what really drew me in. But the first piece that actually I purchased, and I was like, wow, okay, I'm in this hobby 100%, was the Adam Hughes Mary Jane Comiquette.
Oh, yeah. Where's the one where she's like bent?
She's doing the laundry over the laundry basket, holding Spider-Man's suit. That piece is really what kickstarted the statue world for me. And I haven't stopped ever since. I absolutely love it.
For me, it was going to all the Spencers and Hot Topics trying to find all the Hellraiser toys 20 plus years ago. Wow. Those were good days. Spencers and all those
Steve,
other.
look.
I got you.
I don't know anything about what Michael's saying. We can't get Twitter news? Wow.
Oh, you got it up. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's like, I need to do that. I gotta do that with
what
my
it
other stuff. Yeah.
That's not what I was gonna say, but I just wanted to show you.
That looks good,
No,
man.
okay. This is
Can you
John,
keep
if
the
you want,
mic?
I
Can you keep the mic up there the whole time and just reach over?
So guys,
I heard about it, Michael, briefly, but I haven't. I'm not a big Twitter guy, but it's crazy what's going on.
Yeah.
all right. So mine is. I'll tell the story first, and then I'll show it. So when I was working at the comic shop, it's a comic book, and it was the one book that I've always wanted, and it finally showed up at the shop. Really good, decent condition. It was not graded at the time, and I talked to my comic manager, and I go, listen, like, give me a shot on this, because I was fairly new to the company. They knew I collected. They knew what I collected, so it wasn't out of my wheelhouse. But it would have been the first major purchase that I have ever done. One there, and two just in general for like any sort of collectible, right? And I go, give me a day to work something out, and I'll have an answer for you by tomorrow morning when I come in. He goes, if you're serious about this, I'll do it. Okay, so he held it for me for one day, and it's this book right here.
Wow.
First appearance of Thanos.
Could you?
Favorite character.
Hell yeah.
Favorite villain. It's in an Iron Man book, who's my other favorite character, you know, and I pleaded with my wife about this. I was like, listen, this is the book. I don't think it's going to come back. And if it does, it's not going to be in the condition that it's in, and blah, 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 right? And she's like, oh, well, okay, if this is it, then this is it. Right? Of course, in general, it wasn't it. But this book right here was the book I feel like put me in a different tier of collecting, because this was my first, like, major $100 purchase, like, you know, $100 plus purchase. And it took me a while to get it graded to just even jump on that, but I think it's my top 3 favorite item, because it's Thanos, because it's Iron Man. But the cool thing is it's issue 55, and it also got graded 5.5.
Five's
So
my
I
lucky
think that's
number.
a cool little nod.
5 is my
to it.
favorite number too. So.
Wow, Sean, that's
First
crazy,
Drax, first Blood Brothers,
awesome.
first Kronos, Star Fox.
So you bought it raw and then got it graded?
I bought it raw and got it graded.
Nice.
It was in one of those BCW showcases.
Yeah, like well taken care
like,
of. Yeah.
like these right here, like these
Yeah.
guys right here. And it was very nice.
What year is that?
This was 73.
Wow. Okay. Oh, that's awesome.
1973.
That's pretty
And
cool.
I've opened it up once or twice. Not the capsule, but the book prior to that. And
What's your address, Sean?
Yeah, wow, he put it back in the plastic too. Look at that. Wow.
but I think this is the book that led me down the road of more high-end collectibles. Working on these books that I have here, which are pretty decent raw books. Going into stuff like that Galactus back here, and the Thanos and the Silver Surfer. This was what kind of started it all for me.
Wow, man, that's
awesome.
That's beautiful. Yeah. I remember collecting Pokemon cards and Magic cards and all that stuff, and literally opened them up, like only holding them by the edge, looking at them. Beautiful. Then put it in the package. You know, like putting that binder.
And you were
full of-
young when you were doing that. So
Yeah,
you were already,
man. Yeah,
These
that-
kids were like bending them and throwing them. I'm like, nope, right here. Thank you.
No, Sean, but like when that happened for me is when I got that Charizard card, the holographic first.
Never pulled one, man. My
if it's
parents
a
would
first-
bike packs for me too.
Yeah. So I would work extremely hard that summer just to go to the. Used to be the comic book store was called On Deck, and I used to like walk over there or go on my bike and just get a booster pack. And when I pull that card, I was like, no one touched me.
That's what it's about, though. You know, you hear these stories of like our elders, our grandparents, their grandparents, whatever, who got on their bike and rode down to the gas station, pulled off the newsstand issue of whatever comic it was, rolls it up, put it in their back pocket, and keep playing. You know, you still get the same thing, but the idea of a collectible now is there. You know.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what usually wiped out the grandparents, was finding out what the value was and what they did with the book. So
Right.
Yeah. No, but I got that Charizard, and I don't know if you guys collected it, but there was like, you know, that binder, and it's the first 9. So it was the first 3 Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. And it was their evolutions, right? So it was 9 cards in the front, and Charizard was my last one, you know, the holographic. And my book only said first edition. If it didn't say first edition, I would either give it to a friend or trade. I would start trading up, you know? Man, we were like drug dealers back then.
I know, right?
Yeah.
where do you think this started? Of course.
But then like I put it in the pack, and I was like, man, I think because I had the rest of the cards, but everything else was like, you know, holographic or whatever. But the first 9 were the ones I worried about the most. But then I would put it inside my binder, put it like, you know, where the sun wouldn't touch it, like where there was no air. I was reading up on like how to keep up with cards. But then I hit like 22 years old, 23. Then I moved to San Diego, thinking, leaving it behind. My mom or none of my brothers would find it because I would hide it in like this weird compartment in my house. Come back, look for it. I think I've told the story and it's completely gone.
Yeah.
She gave it to somebody. And I was like,
That kid's like,
I remember
sell. Down payment on the house, baby. Down payment on the house.
for real. I remember in middle school. And this is like when Yu-Gi-Oh first got its start and stuff. I have a comment on this too. He just opened up a core memory for me. But my friend was like, "Look!" And it was a Red Eyes Black Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh. And he goes, "I'm putting it in the book here, right?" And I'm gonna leave it, right? I go, "Well, shit. If you're gonna leave it, then I'll go over there and open it up and go grab it." So at the end of class, I go over to that book, flip through it, and he goes, "I have it right here." He goes, "You think you all was gonna leave it?" I was like, "Damn it!"
oh,
But no, Figure Kong. He just opened up a core memory for me. So for me, it wasn't KB's, it was Toys R Us, right? So I remember going to Toys R Us. My parents were like, "Listen, we're gonna go look at for like Christmas stuff or whatever, right?" And there was this huge Gundam Wing section with the model kits and stuff. I just remember from wall to wall, just lined full of model kits. And I was like, "This is it. This is what I want." And that Christmas, I got like 10 model kits. They're little snap together ones. The
master grade or the
high grades. The high grades.
grade,
The 1 in 144 scale. And that's what I did. That was kind of like my real intro to collecting figures was that. Because I did the Pokemon, I did the Yu-Gi-Oh. But the Gundams, man. I still have like 3 model kits, I think, 3 or 4 master grade model kits, and they're the P Bandai exclusives. So I paid like $110 for them that I have not built yet.
What?
So Tall Geese, Ultron, Heavy Arms Custom, and the new Wing Zero that just came out like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Wow.
So
And that's what I mean. I think like for me personally, I started really young with the mindset of, okay, you're gonna get something, and to preserve it, put it behind plastic. So I was telling you about the bin. So these big, I got still more at their house, but they're kind of decluttering. So I'm like, okay, bring stuff over. So they brought another bin, and I open up the bin. Nintendo NES.
The cartridges.
Sega Genesis. Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS2, PS3. All like when you bought them first day. Of course, the other ones were my dad's, and the Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. But everything there, all the games there, and it's like, wow, man. You look back, it's like, where did this time go? It's like stepping in.
Yep.
It's like opening a time capsule.
Literally, yeah. Like every single cartridge is probably a memory that comes back, right?
100%, man. Contra and
yeah,
remember
Sonic, Power Rangers, Mortal Kombat.
Man.
Man, so many. Punisher.
I'm trying to get them all hooked up. N64.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's crazy.
To be completely honest, if I were to get rid of all of this stuff, just everything, I think I would go to vintage gaming. I'd have an NES. I'd have the Genesis. I'd have all the consoles and configure it in a way where all I had to do is turn on my TV, select what I want, and just go and play.
But see, then they even did like the new minis that have
Yeah.
all those games preloaded. So it's like, it's almost better going that route to get it, because just to get the connectors for that, you got to get the old TV,
Yep.
the old tube TV, or the screens that have the red.
Even the consoles. I mean, the consoles turn out to be okay. What's hard to find are the wires, the cords,
Yeah,
because
the
they're all
display
frayed,
cables.
they're all bent and torn up and stuff. So check this out.
Oh, Contra was
been-
classic, man. Oh my god, that was my favorite.
I just bought Sonic Frontier, I think it's called, for PS5, right? Because my boys love Sonic, and my older son, who's 5, he's been wanting to learn how to play the PlayStation. I was like, this should be good, right? And I set it up. I go, okay, you're going to let me play first, and I'll tell you all the buttons and how to do it. He goes, okay. So I'm playing. I go, okay, you could do this part and stuff. So he's learning. He's running into walls and doing all that kind of stuff, learning and stuff. And we get to this point where you go through this portal, and it's like a classic Sonic game, but more now. Right, so you're running through the road or the grass or whatever. You're going through the loop-de-loops, but it's like a city and things like that. Well, there was one level that was like the classic Sega Genesis Sonic. And he goes, oh, this is like the old one.
Nice.
Yeah, you should have been like, like the old one.
I was like, what do you mean the old one?
Yeah. Get him on the stream right now.
I know, right?
That's
Vintage
amazing.
vintage games. So I have a cool, it's called 8-Bit Video Game Store down the street from where I live at. They sell CRT monitors, the old school Sony ones, the like silver with like the weighs like 300 pounds. It's probably like 20 inches.
The tube TVs.
Tube TVs, yeah. $200 for that thing, but it's probably worth it because they don't make that anymore, and it's like less. There's less of them out there. But man, I got to turn it on, and you know when you press it on, it's just like it starts burning. It's like power on. I was like, oh my god, it's
So who's cooking bacon? Someone putting eggs on the grill.
Oh, you know what else happened? It showed the number 3 in green.
Yeah,
because it was on channel 3. I was
I was like, holy.
I was
Guys,
like, I want it.
I'm telling you, we're getting old, man. We're fucking getting sorry, but we're getting old, man. I sometimes sit back and I'm like, where did this? It was like yesterday. It was like yesterday.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Like, days are it's already August. Like, I'm complaining that it's August
my
already.
I am not complaining that it's August. I cannot wait for it to be like November, December when it starts getting
Can
cold.
you get this guy out of here?
Yeah, right.
Fucking get this guy out of here.
Nah, but yeah, I guess like video games are like I guess we have something in common, like crazy. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Bro, when I was a kid, Grand Theft Auto,
Chatterbox.
half my
Chatterbox
life.
Radio.
Oh my god, man! What I would get home before Grand Theft Auto was that Nintendo, Sonic, Super Mario Brothers 3, and then you get older, and then Grand Theft Auto that just opened up everything. Vice City.
Vice City was my game.
Would that
The
be considered
soundtrack.
the first open world game? Grand Theft Auto?
I think it was, yeah.
I'm sure
I
there's
mean, you were
others.
isolated to the island and stuff, but it may not even have been an island at the time.
It was. It wasn't an island. It was. I know you had to in Grand Theft Auto 3, the bridge. You had to wait for the bridge to get repaired. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, they. God. Oh God. I want to play
take
now.
forever to load. No, you don't, because like I popped in the game and I was like, man, it's taking forever to load. It kept saying loading. I was like, I think it's stuck. Yeah,
That used to be back in the day where you'd start it, go upstairs, grab a drink, grab a snack, take a break,
yeah,
and then come down,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, like,
remember
I
when
still
you
load
had?
it.
Do you remember when you had to drive into the parking garage to save the game?
Yeah, of course.
It
Yeah.
wouldn't save it automatically. Oh, my God.
And if you would die before you get there, I was like, I was just there.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing those games again, but it would. So I could play them online. It's not as fun, you know, like when you could play it on your regular monitor or whatever. I gotta
Yeah.
play it on a big ass TV or
Hell yeah.
in my living room or something to get that nostalgia to kick in.
For sure.
Did y'all ever play Driver?
Driver was cool. Oh, that was so cool.
I can't remember Driver. I
Where you
think
get
so.
chased by the cops all of them.
Yellow car.
It's
No.
basically like a Need for Speed and GTA all combined. Like the idea was that you were doing like runs for all these like dealers and
Okay.
all these other thugs and stuff. And
you guys-
man, that was so cool.
Did you guys ever get that scratch on your CD where you like if you played the game, it would always ruin it in that one part?
No.
I had my Final Fantasy VII disc was scratched in one part when I loaded it up, and I freaking like got to this part towards the end. It would start like freezing. I was like, no. Yeah, man. Like PlayStation was fun for me. Nintendo was fun for me. Nintendo 64 was probably the funnest because it had the 4 controllers. Yeah.
I had a
Oh,
wrestling
man.
one. It was a black cartridge. I don't remember the name.
No Mercy. No
It
Mercy.
was a black
Was it
cartridge,
No
and I
Mercy?
remember that was. That was
Or
fun.
was it WrestleMania 2000?
Maybe that one. That rings a bell.
2000? Yeah.
WrestleMania 2000, maybe.
Yeah. No, you know what game is the best game of all time? It probably is GoldenEye.
That's what I hear.
When you said
Everyone
you
says
said,
that, yeah.
N64, I was like, that's the first thing. That was the first thing I thought of.
People were always like Super Smash Brothers, all this other stuff. I was like, GoldenEye, man, come on, come on.
One of my favorite games was Max Payne on PlayStation.
I never played it, but I always remember seeing it.
Max
The
Payne.
pills were the funniest
Yeah,
part. where you go
bullet
slow
time.
motion.
Yeah.
I always liked playing like the dirt bike racing. What was it called? What's it called?
BMX?
Motocross.
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 Oh, I never played that one.
Did you ever play Sega Genesis?
Yep. Oh, not
Here
on
and
Sega.
there.
No,
Oh, there's a game called Road Rash.
no, I didn't have that.
Oh, that game had the most amazing soundtrack to it.
See, that was like my dad. He was super into to NASCAR, so like every Sunday we would sit there and watch NASCAR, and then the game started coming out for it. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm like, oh, cool. There's dirt bikes. Oh, cool. There's outlaw racing with the little funny cars and stuff like that. And so I always enjoyed playing those. But I do. Y'all were talking about wrestling. When I started playing wrestling games, I think it was PS2 is where I started playing wrestling games, and I remember playing wrestling games and then just hear my mom like yell and scream, right? I'm like, oh shit, what happened, right? It was on my sister's 15th birthday, I think, or 10th or 15th, I can't remember. But she had slipped and she shattered her leg
What?
and stuff. So I always remember playing that game and then hearing that, and then there she is on the floor, and we had to call like 911 and all that kind of stuff.
Wow, that hasn't happened to me. When you said when your mom was yelling, would it be like when my mom would kick in the door? She's like, you know what time it is? It's 3 in the morning. I was like, no, it's not. No,
You know what's cool though is that I got to negotiate with her a couple of times. Like, Mom, listen, I can't fall asleep. Can I play video games for like an hour or so? She goes, fine. But if you give me hell waking up in the morning to go to school, then you're never playing again. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah, man. Like, there's ways to play. We could play online right now, I'm sure, like those old school games. I have this emulator that I used to play with my brother, but I'm telling you, it's not as fun.
No.
Yeah, I think you just have to have the old school controller, the old school TV, and then got to be right next to each other too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's crazy though, Fuzz. And nowadays it's just like these. You play Call of Duty online,
no way. Yeah.
and it's these kids screaming at you like, "Go get your mother online. Go give me your mother so I can talk to her." That's what I say to these kids. What kind of parenting is this? And they're flipping pretty good.
They're really good. They're really good. I was really good at the game Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I was really good to where I entered this East Coast tournament and I won the whole thing, right? But like when I started, I think probably like 5 years later, 6 years later, I played again. I was like, God, man, these guys are another level now. Like,
Do you play console or computer? Well, now it doesn't matter because you can play both. But
I used to play console all the time.
you can combine interplay or whatever they call
Yeah,
it.
crossplay.
Crossplay. We should do that.
Never figure out computer.
No, I'm not a computer guy either.
I could never figure out computer.
I used to play a little bit. Red Alert 2, Midtown Madness, like just typical games. But yeah, man, if we could figure out a way. I think someone mentioned that you could play. I think Terry mentioned you could play Nintendo games on the Switch. You could play together or something.
I need to get a Switch. I've been wanting to buy one. I just can't tell my wife, be like, hey, we should buy a $400 Switch for the boys. And then here I am the whole time.
It's my turn, damn it.
It's my turn. Get away, kid. Nerd.
But we were just talking about it. Like, if we were to press the restart button, like, someone mentioned like they would start selling their collectibles. So maybe sell a collectible and sacrifice right there.
So Steve, did you watch SummerSlam?
Not over the weekend. I saw the highlights.
Okay. So ever since I bought that U.S. title, right, I've really wanted the title from Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight, right? And I was like, man, I got time. It's November. Is like the latest I think it'll ship out or something like that. And I'm watching SummerSlam, and there's people who have the belt
Already?
And I'm like, oh, sweet. Maybe it
Yeah.
released, you know? And I see it available on WWE Store. I'm like, maybe I'll sell something to kind of fund that. Because I was lucky enough that my wife let me use the main account for the one that I got the first time and stuff. And then I was watching some YouTube, just like highlights and guys who had belts and stuff. And he said what happened was at the WWE shop, the SummerSlam WWE shop, they brought 40 of them. So 40 people could have bought that, and that's why you saw it in the stands.
Wow.
So
That's... They probably paid a premium, but I'm sure they got it.
that thing's already $500.
Yeah. I went to like a local AEW event and they were upcharging everything. The shirts were like, no, hoodies were like $70. Shirts were like $50. So I was like,
I got
nah,
like
just-
$18 in my shop from just previous purchases, and I think I'm gonna spend it on a couple of T-shirts for when we go in October. So, my wife really likes the Usos, but after what happened, I don't know how much she likes them now. But
kind of sucks what happened. I can't believe that happened, but yeah.
I mean, she likes Jay. She likes I mean, I don't know if that'll change, but I'd be down with having an Uso shirt.
Usos. Well, cool, man. Well, let's do this giveaway really quick. We're almost at the end of the show, so there's only 9 contestants. So it'd be. Did you guys enter? John, Sean, did you
I
guys
didn't
enter?
enter.
No, I didn't enter.
You don't want to enter, Sean?
I'm at a.
Fine.
I
I'll
appreciate
enter it.
I appreciate this pin. I'm not a big pin person though.
That's all
I'll-
good.
I still
I'll
got to
enter.
think about where I'm putting this.
Just because it's Batman.
Well, that too.
You got it. I'll put you in right now. The everyday collection.
Yeah, man. Damn.
Give it to the people.
At least that's what I mean. It's respin. We did that with the Hulk with thanks to D-Rock.
D-Rock.
Chris got it, yeah.
Oh, B-Chan just entered too.
The LBS.
No, the one part of your line, the Avengers
the
Assemble Hulk. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that was
the
pretty
new
cool.
one, right? The Banner Hulk. Is it that one?
The big one with his arms up in the air.
It's a little bit of an older piece.
Older
it went with
piece,
like with the whole
okay.
Avengers line.
Okay. Sweet.
All right, man. So let's do this. We got 11 entries. So that's pretty good. All right, here we go. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Looks good. Okay. All right, you guys. So this is for a giveaway for this thing, Chris Uminga, and you have to be here in order to win. So that's the only thing. All right, let's go. This is always fun because
Oh boy, spin round and round it goes.
big money, big money. Freaking Anthony won the other day. What's up, nice guy?
I'm rooting for Anthony then.
He wins this whole week. It might be
Let's go,
Anthony.
let's go.
It might be Anthony. No, it might be him. It might be him.
Jose.
Late night. Oh, the everyday collector.
It's gonna go to B-Chan.
Wow.
It's going to
There
B-Chan.
it
It's
is.
B-Chan.
Reese,
B-Chan. Good stuff, man.
B-Chan just entered, so that doesn't count. No.
B-Chan. Hell yeah.
Congrats, B-Chan.
It might be. I'm not touching anything.
Is it? Dang. How long is this going to roll?
Oh wow. I was about to
B-Chan.
say.
B-Chan's a good guy.
B-Chan, where you at, man? Where you at? Where you at? Let's see if he shows up. Do you think?
We'll get it next time, Anthony.
Yeah. If B-Chan doesn't show up in the next 30 seconds, it's going to the
He's-
next person.
He's got to be
Come
there.
on, B-Chan. Oh, there he is. What's up?
Hey, B-Chan.
Congrats, man. I can't believe that. This guy enters at 8:46 p.m. right before the show starts. Nah, it's all good. It's just a game. So, yeah, B-Chan, this is yours. I'll ship it to you tomorrow with everyone else's stuff. Got a bunch of boxes, so I'll ship it out. But cool. Damn it, he showed. Oh, man. Nah, man. I think that's what I'll make this week. Nostalgia week or something. I'll make it Tuesday stuff. because I want to hear what.
We are so bad about nostalgia.
Yeah. I feel like now. I feel like I need to go back to that store down the street and buy some stuff.
Man, if we're talking like real nostalgia, I'm thinking like Nickelodeon radio. I'm thinking Nickelodeon phone, the old classic telephone.
Yeah.
I don't remember those.
Well, because you like
That's,
Batman. That's why.
that's probably after my time.
Well,
No, what year? What year is that? What year were you?
I think I'm older than you, ain't I?
How old are you?
I'm gonna be 35.
Okay, well, not by much.
all right. So we went
Crazy
down
Bones. Do you remember Crazy Bones?
From
I don't know. They were like
gotta
little.
unlock it.
They were like little. You used to get them almost like collect them like Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, like Pogs almost. But they were like these little plastic figures, sort of thing, weird alien shaped things. They were called Crazy Bones, and
No,
you
I
used to
don't
collect
remember
them.
that.
These things, yeah.
No, I never collected those.
Okay.
Nope.
Damn, man. Even McDonald's. My mom brought me a bag, and there was the McDonald's Shrek figures. And I looked at the foot from 2007, man. Like it just rolled off the factory floor. Batteries still work. Everything. I was like, wow.
It's when they
What
used to
was
make it
y'all's
good.
What was y'all's favorite like fast food toy from back in the day?
McDonald's. Like
McDonald's.
McDonald's, anything they made.
Inspector
But what-
Gadget.
Oh, that was.
Do you remember? You had
Like
to
you
get.
built him?
Oh my god! Yes.
Mine, of course, favorite would be like McDonald's to eat, but Burger King had the Men in Black stuff.
Oh, I remember
and they
those.
had the
Yeah.
neuralizer.
Yes.
That was it, man.
Oh my god, we're so fat. Yeah, man. Oh
when the movie
wow,
came out?
we're
This
going
is-
Oh, it's
fucking
the
back.
cartoons, right? Oh, look at the commercial. Oh.
We are going back now, man. God damn.
Man, at my old school, we were doing like a pep rally thing, and I lip synced to the Men in Black song.
You should keep that to yourself, Sean.
Nah, man, it was legit.
That one looks a little inappropriate there. That what's that one on the top left, but the second one?
This one.
What the? No, they don't. These McDonald's toys now are a joke, man. They're like paper puzzles and books. Who the fuck wants a book?
What's a book? Oh, you remember this? They used
Oh,
to
the
give this away
Pokemon
too.
one.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that movie was.
Was everything. I went to the theater
Yep.
to go watch that thing.
Have y'all heard the fan theory about it?
Oh, we are
about
so
about
old.
like Mewtwo and like the daughter, like the daughter from the scientists and stuff.
What is it?
Don't ruin any childhood.
It talks about how like the Pokemon, when they cry, it could like bring people back to life, something like that, right? And that's why the professor or whoever he would clone them because he needed Pokemon to give the tears, but they couldn't give tears because they were cloned. And then it's like the same with Ash. Like he's cloned. They say he's cloned, so he couldn't help save him. Or I mean, I can't give the story straight, but I have to find it.
I'm sure there's like a YouTube video on it.
Yeah,
I remember when they sold
Beanie
Babies.
Babies.
Beanie Babies.
My
I don't
sister has
remember that.
Beanie Babies and Cabbage Patch dolls.
Beanie Babies.
Oh man, we are old as shit. What happened to the world?
The Funko Pops of our time.
Oh, that's true. Okay, Funko Pops. But this was such a good time. It's like people have lost touch with reality. What are these kids learning now? Nothing. Some freaking bullshit. Screens. It's all attached to the screens.
Well,
John's like
the
voice acting in the sky.
McDonald's toys now. Bankrupt by Beanie. By Beanies.
I would go back. I wish I could go back.
Oh, there's John right there.
Oh, that was good. No, my sister had a shit ton of these.
What were you saying, Sean?
I don't remember.
Oh man,
Figure Kong, we're not that old, man.
Bro, do you remember when McDonald's sold the VH tips like Adam's Family? Yeah, I
Oh,
remember that.
I think he's right. I think I remember. I don't remember. I don't know.
McDonald's.
I know. Remember they had toys. I remember McDonald's had toys inside like VHS little. You know how there was the plastic and fuck.
I don't remember that at all.
No, I don't remember this. McDonald's used to be cool.
Oh, I was gonna say like you see their toys now. It's just like they're
It's a
just
joke.
little figurines like this with like a stand, and the arms just go up and down and stuff.
These kids are deprived, and kids are deprived even more in the States. You can't have Kinder surprises. What the? You can shoot a gun, but you can't have Kinder surprises. That's
What do you mean Kinder surprises?
you got Kinder eggs, Kinder chocolate
Oh,
eggs.
Kinder Joys?
I don't know
They
if that's
can't
what they're
have
called
them?
there. Apparently,
I
they're
don't
illegal in the States. No, you guys don't sell
the
the.
eggs, the Kinder Joy eggs or whatever.
Yeah, these
No, I see
My
these
kids eat these
time.
all the time.
with the toy inside.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought I heard that.
half of it is like the chocolate
Yep,
with the
just like
little
this.
with the little cookie in it or whatever. Yeah, the little chocolate, and then the other half is
Oh.
the toy.
No, see, we had to go back, Steve.
I'm sorry.
Go back.
Go back up.
No, yeah. See that one on the bottom right, that photo with the yellow. Finger Kong's like, John, I'm a year younger than you. Use that. This is how it is. And I heard that they banned these in the States because of the kids were choking on them.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Maybe that's why they went to the half and half thing.
Probably.
Because like when you pull this apart, like the chocolate is like fully wrapped, or it's like has like a some kind of saran wrap over the plastic to keep it fresh and stuff, and then the other half pops open with the toy.
Anthony, it's not no Kinder Joy. It's a Kinder Surprise, okay? See, Kinder Surprise right there. Look. I don't know what you guys call it over there, all right?
They are
Don't
banned.
ruin my childhood.
Wow. I don't know if they're banned. I've seen them around.
Maybe they're banned in some spots, some states. But damn, this was my childhood
Texas
here.
don't care.
America.
Texas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's a lot of fun looking at nostalgia stuff all the
Yeah.
time. I mean, it doesn't make me feel like I'm old or anything. It makes me feel like I had a better childhood than like what kids have now, you know? For in a certain way. I'm sure
Except
they,
that kids are billionaires when we only imagine being
Oh.
billionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
it,
true. You remember Tamagotchis?
Oh yeah, I always killed my T-Rex. Because I never
you
woke
used to
up
take
feed
care
it
of
at
it?
midnight.
Yeah, it was in the shape of an egg.
I hated those things, man. I hated it.
The only one I ever had was the T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
I hated these things because like every girl would have them, and they'd be like, "Oh, I gotta go race my Tamagotchi." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
See, this is how you prepared kids for parenting. Not nowadays.
This sound. Wow, man, they got an updated version now. That's crazy.
Oh look, yeah, Anthony was just saying I had a Star Wars.
I'm telling you, I'm on like a vintage high right now. Like I've even been on Marketplace looking up at all the vintage
Well, bro,
toys
you were
and
talking
stuff.
about the Buzz Lightyears, the Toy Story stuff. Found both of mine at my old shop.
Yeah.
I had to buy them. I had the OG, the white and green, and then I also had that Disney exclusive, the silver and black.
Silver one. I still got mine from when I was a kid. It's torn halfway to hell, but
Mine. So, for me, it got to a point where it's like my mom asked me, not like unfortunately for Steve, right? But my mom asked me, she's like, "Hey, you want this stuff anymore? Just get rid of it." So they either donated it or put it in a garage sale, and all that shit's now is
Just
ain't
like in-
even loose.
just like in Toy Story 3, savages.
Exactly.
Ruined the childhood. Ruined.
We're the ones who inspired that idea in Toy Story.
Okay, and Toy Story 4, what a disgrace. What a
Man.
disgrace.
The fork and everything. Yeah.
Separating from the crew, what a disgrace.
So really funny story on this one. I had an ex-girlfriend that she had this in her mom's house, like, and I always, whenever we had dinner there, I was like, man, I've always had a Game Boy when I was a kid, and I had this thing about like I want to play it so bad, but I don't want to like seem like a chump or like a loser. But one day I was like do you mind if I like borrow your Game Boy? And she's like, I seen you eyeing it all this time. Do you want it? And I was like, it's probably worth like $100 now, but let me play it. So I grab it while she's sleeping, and I put the batteries in. For like 4 batteries for this thing. I put the batteries in, thinking like, so I power it on. I was like, I'm not seeing anything. Nothing's coming up. This thing is so old that it didn't have that light up feature, like where you could. I was like, oh shit, this is so old.
I remember.
G's over here in a box.
I remember
Oh,
the Anthony, the OG, the silver one, the old classic silver one. I used to play Tetris on.
The thick one, right?
The thick gray one, and you had to buy the light for it. I remember my
Yeah.
parents bought me a
The
light.
little-
The little, you have a book reading light. You clip to the book. It was the
Yeah.
same thing. And I had the printer and the camera and everything. Oh man, it was.
I hated that printer. That printer would always die on me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, come on, man.
That one in the middle, the silver one. Which one was it? No, that's the. It was
That's
a
the
different
OG.
one. This one here, right there on the right, bottom row.
This one.
That one, yeah. Oh man, I still have that. I still have it somewhere.
Let's see what this guy has.
God damn.
I'll give you $50 right now.
I want to put them on like my kid's wall. Just have a wall of. We're crazy, man. We are crazy.
Background
Yeah.
light was sold separately.
Exactly.
I hated
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
The one game that I've never tried to put back in here was my Pokemon Red, because I completed the game. I did everything. I had a friend who had the Game Shark, and I got Mew out of it. Right, we did the trading hack where like he trades it, he doesn't save it, but I do, and he shuts his game off, and it keeps Mew on his game as well. And then I also have a copy of it because he traded it to me and I saved it. And then from that point forward, never played it again. I will not even attempt to put it
'Cause you wanna
into
lose
this in the chance that this fucks it up
Yeah.
and I lose everything.
Now it's just stuck here then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put like a sticky note on the game. Don't insert or anything if you have it. So.
I do have it. It's somewhere in here.
So luckily she gave me this green Game Boy, and I still have it. But man, my game forever was Tetris on this thing.
Yep.
I don't care what anybody says. Like play Pokemon, play everything.
Yep.
I was like Tetris.
How do you think I fit 6 Prime 1 pieces in the truck? It was childhood practice.
Oh, watch this. This is for you, John. Look at this thing.
Oh no! Don't do this to me.
Like it says, kids today will never understand the struggle.
It's true. It's so
For
true, man.
real.
Oh man, look at this thing. It's so bright.
Oh my god, we've come a long way, man.
I was so pissed, man. She was like, "What are you trying to do?" And I was like, "I'm trying to play the game. I can hear it, but I can't see nothing."
Such a simple time. Such no worries,
Did
man.
it?
You get home from school, no worries. This was your worry, is catching a damn Pokemon. I miss it.
Didn't the OG have a button where like you can toggle the button a little bit and it would like
Yeah,
lighten
on
and
the side.
darken it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I remember that one. I hated that thing so much.
We should do a stream where we pull up like our old, whatever we can find old, and just stream it and show it off and talk about it and stuff. That'd be cool.
I still
That'd
got
be
some
cool.
stuff. Yeah, next Monday. You guys want to do it next Monday? Give you enough time.
Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah, we'll get CC to find some stuff too, and everybody else. I'm
Tell her
trying to
no
invite more.
prints.
Yeah, right. Like sketch caving or sketches, but and then with that 1 hour mark, yeah, next week should be good. I want to see what you guys pull out. Like, I still got that Game Boy. I still have Final Fantasy VII, the black disc.
Dang.
Yeah.
I big PlayStation fan, right? The only reason why I ever had an Xbox 360 was because I won one in like a sweepstakes or something like that, and they actually sent it to me.
Wow.
And I even traded that off to like finance my PS4. But the only PlayStation product that I do not have is the original PS4 or the the first one, PlayStation, because it broke. That's back when the disc would clip in.
Yep.
Right, there was little silver metal balls that would go into it. Those started popping out of the little the holder and stuff, and it would screw up the game because the game would start wobbling in there. So we threw that out, and then I didn't know any better to keep my PS2. But from PS3 to 5, I still have them. All games saved on them, everything, the memory cards.
I sold most of mine, or I gave them away to my cousins or something. So I never kept any of my stuff. Fear Kong really quick says, best Super Nintendo memory. I had my first TV. It was 19 inches, black and white. And I remember playing Power Rangers with my brother. And the only Ranger you could play with were black, white, or light gray.
That's
That was
awesome.
good. Oh, man. Yeah, good times. But you guys, thanks for joining in. And B-Chan, let me know. Hit me up through Facebook or Instagram, whatever, and let me know, and I'll ship this to you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be this guy right here. The only way to get this guy is to go to San Diego Comic-Con, and it's a pin from San Diego Comic-Con.
Nice.
So this is pretty heavy too, man. But then also have some other giveaways, and yeah, I'll show them off tomorrow. But yeah, you guys, thanks for joining in tonight. Sean, you have Small Talk this Thursday?
Small Talk next Thursday. Go check out OFAC. They're, I think it's getting announced tomorrow, but they're gonna have a giveaway for their 100. Don't want to reveal anything just yet, but they have something going on for their 100. Small Talk's going on 100 here about the same time, so we're trying to figure out what we want to do with that. And Steve, normally you're there, so you know a little bit about that kind of stuff. But other than that, we'll see him in a couple weeks.
Okay.
For Small
Yeah.
Talk.
Awesome. It's on Thursdays at 9:30 p.m., right? Or
8:30 Central.
8.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Next week 8:30 Central.
Cool. Awesome. How about you, John? What do you got coming up?
On the channel, it's probably going to be Club this week, Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern time.
You say probably? Is there a chance that there's
No, I'm saying probably is that's probably going to be the only thing this week. Club always happens, but I don't know if I'm going to have time to do. I usually like to trying to sneak in some Hot Toys talk in the week, so I'll try to do something like that. I'm kind of working on a project as well, community wise, that I've been kind of thinking of doing. I might kick that off this week as well, so keep an eye out on the channel, and you'll get notified. I usually like to post my stuff up, the links and stuff, so
okay?
appreciate the shout out, man.
Yeah, definitely. Sean, if you ever want to share too, I have a Facebook group. Share it there, like anything you like. It's right. Lately, it's been getting like pretty funny. So if you want to join it, just join it if you haven't already. But
No,
it's
I
pretty
need
fun.
to get on it.
Yeah. Well,
I'll get it from
Yes.
you in a little bit.
yeah. I'll let everyone else go. B-Chan, congrats. Cash the Gemini. Just saw the room tour today. Crazy. Gabriel, Figure Kong, Anthony Kennedy. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.